Hi everyone, it's Alia. Welcome back to my messy desk and my channel. I didn't have time really, well, kind of. I should have really sort of tidied up a little bit better, but I had to film this video really quickly because these journals are going to be going out in the mail tomorrow morning. So I wanted to get a video in, just for my records so I can see what I've done and stuff like that. So as I'm tidying up here, I'm trying to talk at the same time. Okay, so this was my mermaid collection of journals. I had a lot of fun making these. I wanted to do, well, what I want to start doing, like I've been doing, is like putting a few together and then making a video all at once, but they're all kind of like the same theme. And I was kind of liking that. So I did the dragonflies. I did a couple of those, couple sets of those. I also did the Paris theme ones, some of those. And so the newest one were the mermaids. And this kit, it's actually two kits that I got. It was called, and I usually write this down, but again, I'm sorry, I am rushed because I want to get these wrapped up so I can ship them out tomorrow. Mermaid Lagoon, and then Mermaid Lagoon 2. And the kits were both by Amy Joy Studios. And they're just super fun kits. Obviously, lots of mermaid, kind of sea life, but very, very, very pretty kit. So let's see. We'll start with the littles. Hold on. I'll plug my glue gun over there. So these are the two smallest ones, and I have my notes. They were not next to me though, so let me just get them. Put them up there. Okay, so this one I had called Tiny. This one was the mini. So the tiny, it measures, look how little it is. It measures 2.5 by 4. And inside there's 60 pages. So if you all watch my videos, a couple videos ago I got some Happy Mail from Shar, and she's Sparkling Shar here on YouTube, and she had gifted me a bunch of fabrics and other such goodies. But there was this one piece of fabric that was super cool because depending on where you held it in the light, sometimes it would look blue, sometimes it would look green. And one of my friends, Karen, she said those would look really, or that would look really good in a mermaid journal. So of course, my wheels started turning, and this is what I came up with. So this little one here, let me put that aside, is, oh my gosh, this is so cute. So I just tied it with some, I don't know, mustard colored seam binding, but it sort of went with this umbrella there. And then I just put a little eyelet trim under it. And this is the fabric. And this one and those two have padding underneath the fabric. This one, because it was so little, it doesn't. It's just, if you can hear it, it is just the cardstock. So, oh my gosh, it's so little. When you open it up, I don't have anything in the front cover, and actually none of them have anything on the front covers because I'm just going through a phase right now where I don't want to put any pockets in the front because I like the way this looks. So all the papers are actually the same throughout the books. They're mixed and matched, but obviously just shrunk down in these smaller ones. So this one here, here's a little tiny flip up, and then just two little places for journaling. And this is a little piece of coffee dyed paper, and then I have this little card here. And then we have just different papers here. This paper here is that yellow paper that when you coffee dye it, everything, all the colors kind of run, like the inks of the lines and stuff, and it turns into this like turquoise color. And it was perfect for the, I called it mermaid paper. So it's just really, these were really fun to make. Oops, I'm not in frame. And here is, I made a little pocket here around some lace. And again, these are just two little pieces for journaling. Some more mermaid paper. This is, I always have to hold it up to the light to see the watermark. This is resume paper. And here's the middle of the signature. And then we start again. Another little pocket. So even though this is small, like super small, super tiny, there is really a lot of space to write. So it would be well, this is going to somebody already, but if she wanted to, it is good for journaling little things, writing little poems, little thoughts, quotes, something like that. So even though it is small, it's actually still very user-friendly. This one here flips down. It's just so cute. It's so little. It's like a little baby book. And then there's the back. So that is the first one, and I'll actually tie these up after because I don't want this video to be too long. So here is the next one, and the back here. This one is tied with just some green, I don't know, ribbon. It's called scalloped ribbon, I think it's called. I forget. So this one is actually really chunky. This one is the mini, and it measures 3.5 by 5. And believe it or not, there's 104 pages in here, but pages as in like front and back. So here's page 1, page 2, page 3, you know, so on and so forth. But that's a lot of pages for a little teeny tiny journal. So again, I use the same inside card for this. And then this is a little different too, because the pages here, I sprayed the back with coffee, but it was really cool because when it got sprayed with the coffee, some of the ink came through, and look at the patterns it made. It's just really, really cool. I love the way this came out. So here's, I made, this is a page that I shrunk down, made a pocket, ran some of the satin trim there. This is, cutout, one of the cutouts from the kit, and here is some just coffee dyed index cards. So I have some coffee dyed index cards throughout here too. And see this? It's just so cool. Like, I mean, it didn't affect anything on the front, but on the back it pulled certain colors through to bleed through, and I just love the way it looks. Plus it makes, listen, it makes the paper a little crinkly too, which I like. So some more mermaid paper. And she's thinking. I don't know. She's resting on the rock, thinking on the rock. I don't know. Washed up on the rock. She's doing something. She's just chilling. So here's some more. And this was one of the cutouts. And I basically just glued down a little bit of it to turn it into a tuck spot. But this is another cutout from the kit, and look at that. That's funny. I like that one. So tucks right in there. Oops, I keep going out of frame, so sorry. I think I'm just excited about these books that I'm just flipping through. And so here's a piece of mulberry paper, and I thought the colors that ran through here went perfect with the mermaids. And then here we have a little glue string. Well, this flips up, but it's so little, and my fingers are just a little bit too big. Okay, so flips up. This lace under there, that's some vintage lace that I got at the antique flea market when I went. And here, just some little journaling spaces. So again, it's small, but it's very user-friendly. And the pages are a bit bigger than this one, so you can definitely journal in here. Look at how this came out. That one was really cool. And here's another one of those little flip downs with the vintage lace underneath. And this is also from the, can't talk, from the kit. So we have some more. And here's another page that I shrunk down, turned into a pocket, and some more of the antique lace down there. And this is from the kit, and this is one of the pages that just shrunk down. Okay. Oh, here is the middle of the signature, and this says Mermaids This Way. Though this would actually be good for the front cover, so that way it's telling you the whole book is about mermaids, or displaying mermaids. And this is was a cut apart from the kit. It's actually the cover of this one, is it? No. I was just joking. But this was a cutout from the kit. So is this here. And this was a page, oh there it is, Mermaids This Way, page that was shrunk down. Okay. And like I said, plenty of space to write, to journal, to jot, to do whatever you want to do. That's from the kit. And more pages. Here is another flip up there. And the other side of the mulberry paper, which is so cool. And the texture on these are really cool too. And look at that. Love the way this bled through. And here is just a piece of cardstock that I ripped, and I just distressed the edge and stuck in some little cards. Lots and lots of blank pages. And here, again, one of the pages from the kit that I shrunk down. And on the bottom, I have this little gold and silver, I don't know, ribbon. It's like ribbon, but twine. I'm not sure. What do you call it? I'll go closer. Closer and closer. There we go. But I thought it went well with the frame. So, and then sending off some vintage buttons. And so that's the back. Yeah, it's plain anyway. So that is the mini. Now, this one is also sold. This is the one I have still in my shop. Yeah, this one is sold, so this one is. So we'll go through this one really quickly. And this is just some fun ribbon I had in my stash, but it's green and blue, so I thought it went well. So this one here I called the green top. See, it looks like seaweed kind of. And this one was the blue top. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. This one is just more prominent. These stick up a little bit more. So that is the front there. Back again is plain. And you know what? I think I am going to just move these over just a tad. And I'm going to put this one over there just because this is big and I can lean it. I can lay it down on the desk. So again, inside page is nice and blank, and it's light, so you can also journal on it as well. So here I have some nice trim, and oh, am I close enough? This is one of the things I got at the antique fair, flea market. It's these little stars, these little metal stars. And then in the pocket here we have some cutouts from the kit, which are super fun. And some mermaid paper. I love the way that sounds. And I also put some blank writing paper in these, the bigger journals, just because they are big and they are nice to journal in, so might as well have some lined paper to journal. And here we have a little tuck spot there. Some ledger paper. This one is the children's writing paper. And again, this is the same image that's on the front cover. But I really like that image, so I wanted to reuse it in it. Sometimes I don't reuse the front image, but depending on what the image is, if I really like it, I will reuse it. And of course, I really liked it. So the backgrounds for this page, the bigger papers, not papes, the bigger papers, I can't remember if I used different ones. I know that this one is, that's just Penny. And she has this coffee dyed, these coffee dyed papers where one is blank with like coffee stains on it, and then the other two are two different versions, but they're both lined, and they're really cool. They make good background pages. Okay, so, and here, this pocket is really cool. It's really green, so I put green ribbon on the bottom, ruffled it up, and these are all cutouts from the collection, from the kit. I have the seahorse, and that one's fun. That's really fun. Okay, I think that was like this, and like that. Okay. And the two bigger ones, they have these handmade envelopes. And I just feel like this just looks mermaidy. I don't know if that's a word. Mermaidish. I don't know. But I like the way these came out. So there's 3 in this one and 3 in the other book. And they're all the same on the inside, so I'm not going to take every single one out. But it's an offcut with some journaling paper inside. And like I said in all my other videos, when you get envelopes like this, if you're not a person to use something like this in your journal, you can always use the envelope to re-gift something. If this is a perfect size for if you're giving a gift card to somebody and just want a handmade envelope, these are perfect. Or, you can always use them in your journals as well. There's no rules saying what you can or can't do with them. Okay, so then here, this little white flower here and this little trim underneath here, those two items I also got from Char in the Happy Mail that she gave me. It was like a whole string of these, and I just cut them off apart because they're perfect to use individually. And it is a flip up, and this is a page from the kit that I shrunk down, and then these two are cutouts. And look, that's really cute. The baby peeking. That's actually the cover of the mini one, but it's really cute. Okay, so here is, this is also from, oh, no, I'm really sorry, because I can't remember now. I think it's That's Just Penny. And for some reason, sometimes I say It's Just Penny, but I believe the store is That's Just Penny. So that's the other, one of the other Coffee Stains background pages. So here is the middle. Here is another of the flip-ups with Char's fabric flower and little trim there. And this is a cutout from the kit, and I just glued it on this side to make a tuck spot. Because why not, right? Okay, some more mermaid paper. See, same kind of envelope. I did it exactly the same way as the other one, and exactly the same way as the one in the back that you'll see in a minute. So here is another pocket. I ran some of this trim on the bottom, and I put a little green vintage button there. And then those were from the kit. And here, there's nothing tucked in here, but you could definitely tuck something in if you wanted to. But if not, it does look really nice by itself. Some more of the child's writing paper. There's the third envelope. More mermaid paper. And you can see that. And this is paper from Amy Joy Studios. Also, this is from the Hawaii kit. And then the back. So that one will be going off. And then we have one more.